Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this public meeting of the Mayor and Council. At this time, I would ask everyone to please rise for a moment of silent prayer and/or reflection as our public events chairwoman's mother passed earlier last week, and we think about all of our law enforcement men and women and their families across our country. Please salute the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Please note the fire exits behind you into the main parking lot, and to my left, your right, to the main hallway. Before we start, I just want to mention that on Friday night, there was a Cub Scout Pinewood Derby, and myself, the Milford Police Department, and the Milford DPW participated. I came in last place, so I owe the police department and the DPW jelly donuts, so they will be coming soon. Congratulations, Officer Regani. The New Jersey Open Public Meetings Law was enacted to ensure the right of the public to have advance notice of and attend any meetings of public bodies at which any business affecting their interests is discussed or acted upon. In accordance with this act, the Mayor and Council of the Borough of New Milford have caused notice of this meeting to be published by having the date, time, and place thereof posted in the Borough Hall. Notices have been sent to the Record and the Ridgewood News. The mission of this governing body is to provide essential services through the establishment and implementation of public policy that will safeguard the infrastructure, provide fair, honest, courteous, and professional services, establish a sense of trust and accomplishment between all residents, and through research and prudent planning, seek to minimize risk while improving our services. We are sensitive to the needs and satisfaction of our taxpayers, while realizing that this governing body cannot be all things to all people within the revenue constraints imposed by state mandates, economic conditions, and prevailing attitudes about taxation. At this time, I would ask the clerk to please call the roll.
Councilwoman Samuelson. Here. Councilman Zeilner.
Here.
Council President Duffy. Councilman Grotzky.
Here.
Councilman Seymour.
Here.
Councilwoman Grant.
Here.
Mayor Pacino.
Here. At this time, I would ask for a motion to adopt 2025:84, promote police officer Brian Savaglia to the rank of sergeant.
Motion.
Second. Make it a roll call, please.
Yes. Councilwoman Samuelson.
Yes.
Councilman Zeilner.
Yes.
Councilman Grotzky.
Yes.
Councilman Seymour.
Yes.
Councilwoman Grant.
Yes.
Okay. Chief Clancy, you're up.
Okay, thank you. So tonight we're here to make a promotion and to swear in our newest officer. And before I do that, I'd like to thank the Mayor and Council for your support with our table of organization, keeping it full. It's very important to keep the department running, efficiently. So first, Officer Brian Chevalier was hired by the New Milford Police in July of 2017 by previous Chief Macy. He was assigned to patrol, where he did an excellent job and quickly became a valuable member of the department. He was assigned to the Detective Bureau in February of 2023, where he conducted many successful investigations. Brian is one of the department evidence officers. He maintains our vehicle computer systems, our departmental computer systems, and he does firearm background investigations, which never end. He's basically our go-to guy for anything that breaks in the department. Him and Kevin keep everything running pretty well, so they're pretty handy guys, so we appreciate that. I'm not a computer guy, so that's why they're very valuable, keeping everything going. I invite Officer Chevalier and his family forward to be sworn into Sergeant.
I state your name.
I, Brian Chevalier,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the rules and regulations of the New Milford Police Department,
and the rules and regulations of the New Milford Police Department,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people,
And I do solemnly swear
and I do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all of the duties
all of the duties
of the office of Police Department Sergeant,
of the office of Police Department Sergeant,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
Sergeant Chevalier starts March 1st as a sergeant. He'll be working with Sergeant Pratt. Okay. Next, we'll be swearing in our newest police officer, Carlo De La Rama. Carlo attended Hudson Catholic High School and then went on to New Jersey City University and Rutgers University, where he earned a bachelor's degree in communication and a master's degree in human resource management. Carlo was a police officer in Jersey City for 2.5 years before being hired by New Milford Police Department, and he started his field training 2.5 weeks ago. I invite Carlo and his family up to be sworn in as our newest officer.
I state your name.
I, Carlo De La Rama,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the rules and regulations of the New Milford Police Department,
and the rules and regulations of the New Milford Police Department,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
And I do solemnly swear
And I do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all of the duties
all the duties
of the office of police officer,
of the office of police officer,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
One more. All right.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, Mayor.
Yeah,
Appreciate the support. Thank you.
As always, the mayor and council, we'd like to thank the police department. We want to thank the leadership, the police chief, the captains, for all that you do for our borough. We can't be who we are without you guys and ladies, and we really appreciate it. So, thank you very much. We'll take a 2-minute adjournment so everyone can head on out. Otherwise, you have to stay for the rest of the meeting. Thank you. Yes. Lieutenant.
Yeah, see you guys later. Have a good night. Oh my gosh, look, there's a new one. Oh, he's got a full family. Oh, look how cute. Brand new. Hot off the press.
I like your, we have like these community,
Do a lot of China stuff. There's also like, there's good people that's got to drop. But there's going to be, town should be getting a positive way to get the place. It's just, you know, good stuff.
So excited.
Okay. Yeah.
stick to the old tradition.
Images that we.
That we trust.
Usually,
Don't be scared them out of it.
no, an hour before I get here, I'm like, depending on the time of year, I'm like doing gardening, so I'm like,
Yeah, they don't.
I'm a mess.
It's more to be an animal, I really expect it.
After the Super Bowl, they close them. That's crazy. Doesn't look like you have any customers.
Better get going while you can.
I'm just gonna wait out here for the closed session. I have to go to the closed.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
I'll be quick.
Okay.
Brian, Chief, would you mind closing the door, please?
Yeah, I'm gonna close it there.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Okay, before we hit unfinished business, should I get a motion to add Stephanie Elstro as appointment to Rev 250? So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. May I get a motion to appoint Stephanie Elstro to the Rev 250 committee? So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Okay. Congratulations, and thank you for wanting to be a part of it.
She doesn't know that, but
Oh.
she will be happy. She and I did talk about it.
As the library director, you automatically have to be.
That's right.
So there we go.
That's right.
May I get a motion for the approval of the minutes for the February 10th, 2025 work session meeting?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, we have a couple of ordinances up for adoption tonight. The first one is ordinance 2025:06. When the clerk has the opportunity, I would ask you to please read the ordinance.
Capital ordinance to appropriate the sum of $228,060 for the improvement of various roads in, by, and for the Borough of New Milford in the County of Bergen, State of New Jersey, and providing that such sum so appropriated shall be raised from a state grant.
The purpose of this ordinance is to appropriate funds from New Jersey Department of Transportation grant to undertake a road improvement project on Roslyn Avenue from the Dumont border to the cul-de-sac, Monroe Avenue from Lincoln Place to Roslyn Avenue, and Marion Avenue from Florence Street to Madison Avenue. Said improvements shall include road reconstruction and curb and drainage improvements where necessary. May I get a motion to open to the public for a public hearing on this ordinance? Motion. Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Ladies and gentlemen of the public, if anyone has any questions or comments regarding this ordinance, now is your opportunity to come forward. Seeing that no member of the public wishes to come forward at this time, I would ask for a motion to close to the public. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? May I get a motion to adopt this ordinance on its final reading? Motion. Second. May I get a roll call, please?
Yes. Councilwoman Sanusin.
Yes.
Councilman Zeiner.
Yes.
Councilman Grotzky.
Yes.
Councilman Seymour.
Yes.
Councilwoman Grant.
Yes.
The next one up for adoption tonight is 2025:07. And when the clerk has the opportunity, I would ask you to please read the ordinance.
Capital ordinance to amend in its entirety the capital ordinance number 2024-26 entitled Capital Ordinance of the Borough of New Milford in the County of Bergen New Jersey, authorizing the undertaking of the grant management phase of the FEMA Home Elevation Project in, by, and for the borough, appropriating therefore the sum of $199,127.61, and providing that such sum so appropriated shall be raised from a federal grant adopted on September 9th, 2024.
The purpose of this ordinance is to amend prior ordinance to modify the source of funding. The prior ordinance is stated that the full amount will be raised from a federal grant, when in fact it will be raised from a federal grant and payments by certain homeowners. May I get a motion to open to the public for a public hearing on this ordinance?
Motion.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Ladies and gentlemen of the public, if anyone has any questions or comments regarding this ordinance, now is your opportunity to come forward. Seeing that no member of the public wishes to come forward at this time, I would ask for a motion to close to the public.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? May I get a motion to adopt this ordinance on its final reading?
Motion.
Second. May I get a roll call, please?
Councilwoman Sanders.
Yes.
Councilman Zalner.
Yes.
Councilman Grotzky.
Yes.
Councilman Seymour.
Yes.
Councilwoman Grant.
Yes.
The final ordinance for adoption tonight is 2025:08. And when the clerk has the opportunity, I would ask you to please read the ordinance.
Capital Ordinance of the Borough of New Milford in the County of Bergen, New Jersey, authorizing the undertaking of the construction phase of the FEMA Home Elevation Project in, by, and for the borough, appropriating therefore the sum of $3,982,552.28, and providing that such sum so appropriated shall be raised from a federal grant and payments by certain affected property owners.
Okay, the purpose of this ordinance is to appropriate the sum of $3,982,552.28, of which $3,597,439.47 is to be raised from a FEMA Flood Mitigations Assistant Grant, and $385,112.81, which will be received from certain affected property owners for the purpose of the elevation of certain residential homes. May I get a motion to open to the public for a public hearing on this ordinance?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Ladies and gentlemen of the public, if anyone has any questions or comments regarding this ordinance, now is your opportunity to come forward. Seeing that no member of the public wishes to come forward at this time, I would ask for a motion to close to the public.
Motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? May I get a motion to adopt this ordinance on its final reading?
Motion.
Second.
May I get a roll call, please?
Councilwoman Sandhusen.
Yes.
Councilman Zalner.
Yes.
Councilman Grotzky.
Yes.
Councilman Seymour.
Yes.
Councilwoman Grant.
Yes.
Okay, moving on to new business, we have a couple of ordinances up for introduction tonight. The first of which being 2025:09, and when the clerk has the opportunity, I'd ask you to please read the ordinance.
An ordinance to amend Chapter 30 of the Revised General Ordinances of the Borough of New Milford entitled Land Use Regulations, thereby amending subsections 30-21 and 30-28.
The purpose of this ordinance is to amend certain sections of the land use ordinance pertaining to front yard setbacks, fence heights in the side yard, and driveway widths. May I get a motion to introduce this ordinance on its first reading? Motion.
Second.
May I get a roll call, please?
Councilwoman Sandhusen.
Yes.
Councilman Zalner.
Yes.
Councilman Grotzky.
Yes.
Councilman Seymour.
Yes.
Councilwoman Grant.
Yes.
The public hearing on this ordinance will be at our March 10th meeting. Next door, right? That's where it's at.
Yes.
In the Kevin Kelly conference room. The second one up for introduction tonight is 2025:10, and when the clerk has the opportunity, I'd ask her to please read the ordinance.
An ordinance to amend Chapter 7 of the Revised General Ordinances of the Borough of New Milford entitled Traffic, thereby amending subsection 7-3.4 entitled Parking Prohibited During Certain Hours on Certain Streets.
The purpose of this ordinance is to rescind parking restrictions on Monmouth Avenue, Stockton Street, and Trenton Street. May I get a motion to introduce this ordinance on its first reading? Motion.
Second.
May I get a roll call, please?
Councilwoman Sandhusen.
Yes.
Councilman Zalner.
Yes.
Councilman Grotzky.
Yes.
Councilman Seymour.
Yes.
Councilwoman Grant.
Yes.
Okay, the public hearing for this ordinance will also be at our March 10th meeting. Okay, moving on. Item number 1, may I get a motion to, because Council President Duffy can't be here tonight, may I get a motion to table this item to our next meeting?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Item number 2 is schedule updates. On Thursday, February 27th, the Milford Annual Crescent Moon Lighting, sponsored by the New Milford Public Events Committee. It will be at 6 p.m. on the Borough Hall lawn. This will also be a food collection event for our local food pantry. For more information, you can go onto the Borough website or the Public Events Facebook page. Were there any other events coming up that I failed to mention?
I have an event coming up in the end of May. I know it's a little soon, but people should mark their calendars. May 31st at the Pavilion from 2 to 4. The Milford Arts Committee will be presenting an afternoon of some wonderful festivities and acts and performances.
I'm sorry, what was the date again?
May 31st, Saturday, 2 to 4.
Well, if it's anything like last year's, it's going to be great.
It's going to be better,
Okay.
even better.
My hands hurt for 3 days from these drums.
No, I don't think we're having drums this year, but we'll have other things that will please you.
Excellent. Item number 3 is the administrator's report.
Thank you, Mayor. I have an engineering update. We are awaiting a response from the DEP for the French Brook Restoration Project permit application, which was submitted on January 17th. The pre-construction meeting for the sand volleyball court took place on February 5th, and construction is scheduled to start mid to late March. The engineer is preparing construction documents for 2 NJDOT road improvement projects, the Rosalind Monroe and Marion, and the Steuben Clinton Linwood, Maple, and Roosevelt projects, which are going to be bid jointly. The borough has submitted 2 grant applications for the Williams Field Lighting Project, the first to the local area recreation improvement program for $100,000, and the second to Green Acres for $294,500. We're also preparing an application for additional funding to Bergen County Open Space. The Green Acres grant is a 50% matching grant, so we're looking for the other 2 grants to offset the borough's match. The engineer's preparing a proposal for construction management services for the Main Street Improvement Project, and we will be reviewing the project scope to determine if we will reduce the scope or commit additional funding to the project. The engineer has prepared the application materials requested by the grant writer for the EPA grant application submission for the sewer project on Pine and Hughes. And we've just received notice of the county's intent to pave Milford Ave from River Road to the Dumont line in their 2026-2027 road program. So there's some preliminary work that we're going to be doing in advance of that. Also of interest, work on the electric vehicle charging stations, which are planned for the Borough Hall, the library, and Knights Field, is scheduled to begin this week, with chargers being dropped in place by the end of March and the charging stations being powered by the end of April or the beginning of May. The PSE&G gas main replacement project discussed last year is scheduled to get underway by the end of March. They will be beginning with sections of Webster Drive, Prell Lane, and Hirschfeld Place. From there, they will move to sections of Harrison Street, Grand Street, and Pershing Avenue, and River Road. This work will take approximately 3 months to complete, and notices will be sent out to affected homeowners. 2025 budget, due to the revaluation information that's needed from the tax assessor, is about a month later than it usually comes in, and so once we have that information, we'll be able to finalize the budget in anticipation of introduction on March 24th.
Is there any questions for the administrator?
The only other thing is our next meeting is a work session scheduled for Monday, March 10th at 7 p.m.
Okay. May I get a motion to file committee reports with the borough clerk to be spread in full upon the minutes?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Let's go around the table. And we're going to start with Councilwoman Grant.
Thank you very much, Mayor. As I mentioned, the Milford Arts Committee is working very hard to make our presentation on May 31st absolutely outstanding, and it will include a variety of performances, possibly including poetry, which will be great fun. The Senior Center Advisory Board is planning some interesting trips. They're going to see Betty Boop on Broadway, and they are talking about a possible river cruise. So stay tuned for more updates on that. The Library Board of Trustees has been quite busy. We talked about the budget that's coming up. We talked about, because we have a new director who is looking at the library with fresh eyes, there are many things that we've talked about that we would like to accomplish, including we have recognized the need for new computers. The ones we have were given to us, I think, more than a decade ago, and are very outdated, and indeed, we need more of them. We also need more electrical outlets. We're trying to figure out how to possibly get a grant to do that. The Adult Book Club is going strong, and the most popular, the children's programs are sold out all the time, but the biggest one last month was called Dog Man Day. There were 90 children there and 50 adults, so, which is really quite an extraordinary turnout for any event anywhere, actually. So the library is going along smoothly. The All Seasons Chamber Players, we have a date for them. They will be performing on October 9th. They always come in the fall, and that will be something else to look forward to. And also, I'd like to mention that the Friends of the Library, which is not my liaison, but I'm involved with them, was written up in an Essex County newspaper because after the sale was over, a councilman came from South Orange or East Orange to collect the remainder of the books to send to Haiti. And they just published an article about his project and thanking us for participating in it and allowing them to take all the leftover books. And Linda Carucci, who is the vice president of the Friends, was quoted, as was I. So I'm very proud of that. That's my report.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you. That's good things happening at the library. Councilman Seymour.
And I did read on Facebook that there's a group of people in Milford who want to start a garden club. And they will be having their first meeting, I believe it's on this Saturday, at the library at, if I remember correctly, noon. I'm not positive. You can call the library to check on the time if you're interested in joining that.
Excellent. Councilman Seymour.
Thank you, Mayor. Congratulations are certainly in order. For the first time in history, the New Milford High School wrestling team won the North 1 Group 1 State Wrestling Championship. So, sectional championship. Congratulations to our amazing athletes and their families and the entire community on a well-deserved honor.
It's such a good team.
Phenomenal.
What was their record?
And Mayor, I'm also pleased and actually very humbled to report that I received a call from the Bergenfield mayor to advise me that upon his family attending our 6th annual Domestic Violence Awareness Symposium last October, they were so impressed they've decided to bring our program that we started here in New Milford in 2019 for the first time to Bergenfield this Thursday night.
Wonderful.
And the mayor invited me to speak and give welcoming remarks.
Excellent.
Thank you.
That's good news.
So I'm just pleased that other communities are bringing our program to help their families and residents. And I commend the mayor of Bergenfield for having the leadership to do so.
Wonderful.
That's my report.
Thank you. Councilman Grosky.
Thank you, Mayor. The Budget Committee is hard at work. Last week, we had meetings with the police department, the library, and OEM. This week, we'll be having more meetings, and we're working very diligently to get a respectable budget for this year. That's my report.
Thank you. I know everyone is working hard, so keep at it. Councilman Zahner.
Well, thank you, Mayor. Look, just to echo your February 27th Ramadan, but I have spoke with SIL down at the DPW, and they're ready, if needed, to supply us with some tents, because when we spoke about this a few days ago, there was some rain possibly in our future, but they're ready to go. Their banner program is ongoing for their veterans to be put up and down River Road. To date, they have 25, they have room for 60, so they're still pushing forward with that. The DPW, once again, you got to commend them for the work they've done, but just not only on the streets, but they shovel and they take care of all the borough properties at the same time, which makes this building accessible for people when they come to work in the morning. They spend a lot of time out on the road. I have a monthly report from January, which shows that their hours worked were over 3,000. And it's just like pothole repairs, just to name a few, tree trimming and snow removal and, pothole repairs amongst another maybe 12, 14 lists that are there. The planning board to date has no applications going forward. However, we did have the planner come back again, and he made a little more in-depth presentation regarding the affordable housing and what our obligations are. He spoke about the present need and the prospective needs of what we have and how we challenged the 114 to 108. And at that time, he suggested that because this is going to be ongoing, that we kind of look down the road to other areas in town that could be rezoned, that would help us along the way. Recreation, it's just a very brief, short meeting. They're ending out their winter program and looking forward to their spring program. And that's my report.
I think everyone's looking forward to the spring.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you. If anyone is interested in the military tribute banners, definitely, we have flyers on our website, correct?
Mm-hmm.
You go to the borough website, and there'll be a flyer there that you can fill out, and they're going to be really cool, so take a look at it.
When will they start installing those?
The plan is, I believe the plan was...
Program goes to May, I believe, doesn't it?
It was Memorial Day to Veterans Day.
Yeah.
So,
Veterans Day to Memorial Day.
I'm sorry, Veterans Day to Memorial Day.
This is not just for residents. There could be former residents. They could be
Family member?
family members who are current residents, who have a family member that isn't a resident, so the door's wide
And
open for a lot of
They
people.
can be alive.
Yes.
I get a lot of questions. Yes, it's
Yeah,
not for
yeah.
just the seats.
They don't have to be-
It's for-
yes.
Yes. So check it out.
Good? Good.
Okay. Councilwoman Sandhusen,
Thank you, Mayor.
who I think has something exciting she's going to report tonight.
Yes, but first I want to celebrate the Domestic Violence Symposium. It's really a nice honor. I've been supporting Councilman Seymour with that since the beginning. To see that the neighboring towns are inspired by the program and are taking that on and continuing and expanding the program. So it's
Thank you,
really nice
Councilwoman.
to see that happening.
And Councilman, thank you for your support and partnership in the program since the beginning.
All right, so now I'm ready to announce my exciting news. The mayor is very happy about this. The mayor's wellness campaign. So New Milford has been awarded the 2024 Healthy Town to Watch designation. Yay!
Wow. It has taken us so long to get the program off the ground and to finally get a designation, so.
This has been
Exactly.
So there's a rubric where you apply for points. So there are 3 levels of designation. So the Healthy Town to Watch designation is the middle designation. So it's like a silver award, and the gold award is the Healthy Town.
Right. Means we're almost there.
We're almost there.
This is the year.
Yes.
This is the year.
Yes.
Right, so, and with that, awardees receive indoor and outdoor signage for our town hall, so we'll be receiving some banners that we can display, and we will also, towns that are awarded designations are featured in an article for New Jersey State League of Municipalities magazine, so we'll also be featured in there as well.
Wonderful.
So that's the exciting part. And the Environmental and Energy Commission continues their work on the Community Energy Planning Grant. They're working on the fleet and transportation section first. This is a very big project. They have created a survey, and tomorrow I will be emailing to all my liaison colleagues links and an information letter for that survey. That survey will be sent out to you, so it should take about 20 minutes. This is a pre-survey to collect some information in preparation for the stakeholder meeting that will be held sometime in March. So list of stakeholders include the Public Works Department, Purchasing Department, Finance Department, Police Department, and Fire Department. So if there are any additional suggestions for stakeholders in that, I'm open to that, because senior busing senior transport, that's you, right, Chris? Is that goes to you, senior?
Yes.
I guess. If it has to be.
So be on the lookout.
Randy, she's not here.
Right. Be on the lookout for that email, and please forward to your department heads. The municipal building, and there are other pieces that I will of this energy planning grant that I'll keep you apprised of as information comes in. And I have a correction from last meeting. I announced that the Hackensack River Nation Summit was scheduled for tomorrow, February 25th. It has been postponed, and the new date is Tuesday, April 22nd.
That's what the flood committee wanted to know.
Thank you.
April 22nd?
April 22nd.
Tuesday, yep, April 22nd. It's been postponed, and the information is on the website nnjcf.org.
NNJCF.
CF.
CF.org.
Northern New Jersey Community Foundation. And Green Team is going to be meeting Wednesday. They're going to be meeting Wednesday to work on the Trek spin. So we're going to doing some weighing and measuring. So we'll be out there doing some bagging.
I have to tell you, I was so unaware of the amount of stuff that I was just throwing in the trash until we started doing this. I come in every day and I have something to add there. I need one in my office.
I think we could do that.
That's
I
terrific.
just walk right outside. It's not really hot.
Yeah, the Green Team is, we have some new members, and they're really looking forward to expanding this project and doing some like reels and social media education, because people are putting some things in that aren't able to be included. So I really appreciate people's enthusiasm, but we're also going to make sure that we streamline the process and educate. It's a very interesting project. Yeah,
It is.
and I've heard the same feedback, Chris, from the senior center. Yeah, thanks. And I'm complete.
Excellent.
Mayor, I apologize. I just wanted to mention that this year's Black Balloon Day will be on March 8th at 10 a.m., courtesy of the New Milford Municipal Alliance.
Where is that going to be held? Is it here or?
Here. Yes.
10 a.m.
I believe it's at 10 a.m. Yeah, I believe it's a Sunday, March 8th. And I also wanted to mention, just for anyone watching, that the New Milford High School is proud to present Little Shop of Horrors. And I believe that show will be starting the end of next week.
Okay.
It's March 7th and 2 other days, the first weekend in March.
Yes.
Excellent. Okay. Resolutions. Has everyone had a chance to look at them? Are there any that need to be pulled for further comment and/or vote? If not, I would ask for a motion to open to the public.
Motion.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Ladies and gentlemen of the public, if anyone has any questions or comments regarding the good welfare of the Borough of Milford, now is your opportunity to come forward.
Motion to close the public.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. May I get a motion to adopt resolutions 2025:85 to 2025:93?
Motion.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go into closed session. When we come out of closed session, this body will take no action, and we will immediately adjourn the meeting. We will immediately adjourn the meeting. It sounds funny, but yes, that's what we'll do. Make a motion to go in closed session.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Thank you very much. Have a good evening, everyone.
Thank you.